A December kind of love. Snow fell the way it only ever seems to fall in December, soft, deliberate, like the world had decided to slow its breathing. Maya hated Christmas. Or at least that's what she told herself every year as she locked up the little bookshop on Evergreen Street and watched couples hurry past, hands entwined, scarves shared. Christmas had taken too much from her once, and she preferred her winters quiet, predictable, alone. That was before Daniel walked into her shop 5 days before Christmas. He arrived with the cold clinging to his coat and a sheepish smile that didn't seem to know where to settle. "I'm looking for a book," he said, rubbing his hands together. "One that feels like coming home." Maya raised an eyebrow. "That's not a genre." He laughed, and the sound surprised both of them. "I know, but I figured if anyone could help me find it, it'd be you." She didn't know how he knew her, but something in his voice made her soften. She led him through the narrow aisles, past shelves that smelled of paper and pine from the small Christmas tree she swore she didn't care about. She handed him a worn novel with a cracked spine and a handwritten note tucked inside the cover. "Someone once said this one saved them," she said. Daniel opened it carefully, as if it were something alive. "Then it's perfect." He came back the next day. And the day after that. Sometimes he bought books, sometimes he didn't. Sometimes they talked about stories, sometimes about nothing at all. He told her he'd moved back to town to take care of his mother's old house, the one at the end of Evergreen Street. She told him, eventually, why she stayed when so many others left. On Christmas Eve, the power went out just as Maya was closing the shop. The street went dark, save for the glow of snow reflecting what little light remained. She sighed, already bracing herself for a lonely night. Then there was a knock. Daniel stood there, holding 2 paper cups and a small, hopeful grin. "I figured the universe was being dramatic," he said. "Thought you might not want to spend the night alone." They walked through the snow together, the town hushed and waiting. At his house, they lit candles and drank lukewarm cocoa, laughing at how imperfect everything felt. When he handed her a small, wrapped gift, she hesitated. Inside was a notebook. On the first page, in careful handwriting, were the words, "For all the stories you haven't told yet." Maya felt something crack open in her chest, warm, terrifying, alive. "I don't hate Christmas," she admitted softly. Daniel smiled, not triumphant, just gentle. "I was hoping you'd say that." At midnight, when the power flickered back on and the church bells rang in the distance, snow still falling outside, Maya realized something important. Love, like Christmas, had a way of returning when you least expected it, quietly, insistently, asking only to be let in. And this time, she opened the door.